let's say good morning now to Mr. Now.
Now.
Didn't you call him Nigel Mohammed the other day?
No. You said I got his name wrong.
Okay, let's say good morning to Nigel Mohammed.
Thank you.
Morning.
Nick.
Hello. I'd love to be called Nigel.
No, you wouldn't.
Do you know any Nigels in real life? I don't think I do.
I know famous, as in I know like Nigel Havers.
Yeah.
In fact, I think that's the only one I can think of.
Nigel Benn.
Nigel Planer. Neil from the Young Ones.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay, fair enough.
Nigel Benn.
Yeah.
The boxer.
Nigel Havers again.
That's it. Just as funny.
He's a very handsome man, Nigel Havers.
He is.
I was watching him on television only last week. He's got some, daytime show.
Yeah, it's some, antique bargain thing.
It's a bit like the repair shop meets something else. And
he's got lovely hair, isn't he, Nigel Havers?
He's a very handsome man.
How old is Nigel? Are we allowed to?
I think he's 106.
Yeah.
He feels like he's always had that kind of silver fox sort of vibe, but for decades.
Yeah. He's been a sexy 50-year-old man all his life.
That's what I meant.
You know?
He's older than you think.
He is older than you think.
Now, listen, Nick is here to talk about a brand new version of A Christmas Carol-ish, which is transferring to the West End for a big run all the way through November, December. But before we get into that,
yes,
new jumper, I see.
New jumper that was bought this weekend for because it was my mum and dad's golden wedding anniversary and my dad's 80th.
Oh, congratulations.
He looks very well for it.
He does. I actually didn't wear this jumper there, but I did go on BBC Breakfast the other day.
They appreciate a jumper over there, I think.
I bought it whilst up in Stratford-upon-Avon and just thought I'd wear it.
Did they compliment you on it? Or?
They didn't actually. No one mentioned it, but you guys have mentioned it, so I'm really pleased.
What, you wore it to their anniversary?
Oh, no. BBC Breakfast.
Right, but
they didn't comment on it.
Were they with you when you bought it?
No.
Oh, okay.
Who, BBC Breakfast?
No. I'm getting very confused.
Did you go shopping with BBC Breakfast, Nick?
I didn't go, no, nor with my mum and dad. I just bought it because we happened to be up in, Stratford-upon-Avon and
just on a whim.
The home of jumpers.
The home of nice woolly jumpers.
Yeah.
Got it from, can't even remember the place, The Right Stuff. That sounds as if I'm trying to get more like stuff.
That's fine.
Okay.
White stuff, would it be?
White stuff?
Oh, yes, not The Right Stuff. That's that
Matthew
Tom Wolfe novel. The White Stuff. There we go. Great advertising.
You say Tom Wolfe novel, you go, oh, Matthew Wright. That was his show.
Yeah, that's the literature difference between us.
And you wore it on BBC Breakfast and nobody said, oh, lovely jumper.
No.
What's wrong with these people?
I don't know, Chris, but look.
It's all going downhill over there.
We love it.
Thank you.
Thank you. And it's good to see you're getting your money's worth out of it.
Yes, I do that with a new jumper or any new item of clothing. I'll wear it to death.
Yeah.
And then probably ruin it somehow by either wearing it too much and it getting bobbled because I've put my rucksack. Is this really boring?
This is fascinating.
Okay,
I like it.
Either like wearing my rucksack on it and just it sort of, or then leaning on it and it's same with trousers because I'm sort of down. If I sort of kneeling with the kids and stuff like that, I just ruin them so quickly. And then I wash them all wrong and hang them all wrong, and then I just have to buy another, which sounds very.
I just said to Paul Smith, the comedian who was on, that he really needs a manager. You need a mum. By the sound of things, that's what you need. Come on, here, I'll sort you.
Come on.
Look, you've got dirt on your knees, on your jeans.
Yeah.
Anyway, you didn't come in to talk about your jumper.
No.
Even though I could push that jumper conversation through to 9 o'clock without any worries,
without any pause.
We've done that before.
So this is your show, which you are transferring to the West End of London.
Yes.
From a run that you did in Soho.
Yes, from Soho Theatre in 2022.
Yeah. So it's not moving far.
It's literally moving down the road to Soho Place, which is one of the new. I think it's like the newest West End theatre in 60 years or something.
Oh, wow.
It's been open a couple of years now, but it's wonderful. It's a really nice new sort of fancy NIMAX theatre on the crossroads of Tottenham Court Road and Charing Cross Road. So yeah, it's lovely.
And that runs. It starts next week.
God, it does. Yeah, it starts on the 16th of November, so a week on Saturday, and runs till New Year's Eve. I know.
You got a performance New Year's Eve?
We got 2.
Oh, my Lord.
I know.
You've got to really love it to do that. Oh, it's going to be panto money, one or the other.
Well, I think it's the former, actually. I think it's and an incredibly understanding wife and kids.
Yeah.
Because it takes out the whole of the Christmas period. But, it's, on saying that, I think it's sort of probably one of the shortest runs one can do in the West End, actually, because it is effectively a panto season, and usually you'd be, if you're doing a West End show, in there for at least 3 months or so. But it's an absolute joy. I think my wife is actually calling me now because I think she just dropped off the kids. I'm not going to answer it.
Oh, you can do if you want.
No, I can. I think it'd be rude.
Not with her potty mouth.
No, I mean, you should see. You should.
You had one job: empty the dishwasher.
I did it this morning. I got up early and did it. I genuinely did. I got this morning, made packed lunches.
Oh,
I know. Yeah.
Are you allowed to pack the dishwasher?
Yes.
Oh, I'm not allowed.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because
I quite like it.
I do it wrong.
No, I like it. I sort of see it as a challenge, like a sort of a mathematical puzzle, really, just to see how much I can legitimately get in and it still
It's
work.
like real life Tetris.
Yeah, I love it, actually. I really like it.
I think I'm good at it, but Tiff says no. So, and I know, I know that she has redone it behind my back.
It's difficult to redo a dishwasher because it makes so much noise to reorganise a dishwasher.
Secretly. Yeah.
Secretly.
Yeah.
It's always clunk, clunk, clunk.
Yeah.
She's definitely done it.
do you think?
I'm not allowed to wash any item of her clothing or that belongs to the house. I can only wash my own clothes. Who knew there was a bra bag? But anyway, back to the show.
Doesn't she also redress the Christmas tree after you've both done it? And then
I stay out of it
She'll
now.
go back afterwards and go, okay.
I stay out of it now. I'm not allowed any Star Wars baubles anymore.
Yeah.
They've gone. They've well gone. Anyway, once again, we're getting off the subject.
Sorry.
So the show is... It's your version of A Christmas Carol.
Basically, yes. So it's my / Mr. Swallow's version of A Christmas Carol. So his spin on it is that rather than it being your classic Scrooge, it's a sort of mean version of Santa who is fed up of the mounting costs of Christmas every year. And so decides to cancel Christmas on Christmas Eve because he's really stingy and subsequently gets visited by 3 ghosts and then has to deliver Christmas. But because it's a Mr. Swallow show, he's obviously not really learned his lines. He's quite confused between sort of whether he's meant to be playing Scrooge or Santa or himself, and he hasn't quite sort of got to grips with it. So it just falls apart pretty much
roller skates
instantly.
involved?
I literally starts on roller skates again. Yeah, we sort of, I tentatively
Why do you do it yourself?
Well, I tentatively put it in the script because I'd done it on the last tour, and then I thought, yeah, I should just probably do it again. But
now,
they don't stay on for long. They're off quite quick.
That's the thing. That's going to be your thing now, though.
Always being on skates.
Yeah.
I do like it.
Like Cliff Richard and the Wide for Sound video.
Oh yes, that was a.
It's an old reference, isn't it?
I know.
Nigel Havers. What was the right stuff?
The right stuff, yeah.
Oh, you should check out this new band called The Beatles. You'll love them.
They are really good.
You just said then. You said I / Mr. Swallow.
Yeah.
And can we go down this road for a moment? We were talking just before you came in, and Captain here was saying, he goes, I love all the Mr. Swallow appearances and everything like that. And we were discussing the Mr. Swallow character.
Yeah.
And ironically, we were saying, as far as characters go,
Yeah.
it's essentially you
Yeah.
putting on a bit of a different voice and wearing a jumper.
Yeah. Bit like today.
You're wearing a jumper now. The only difference between you and Mr. Swallow is you're not doing the voice.
So, yes.
It's kind of the laziest character ever invented.
I would say there is an attitude though to Mr. Swallow that I possibly, I mean, I do have, but I sort of suppress it. As in, I wouldn't say, I wouldn't just suddenly have a go at someone like that. Whereas Mr. Swallow would.
Right.
So I think there's a slight change in attitude. But yes, it is subtle.
There's no hat.
Oh, there's no
fake
and the jumper is so... That jumper, this is going to sound so made up. That I used to wear that jumper legitimately in sixth form. It's that old, and it's lasted. Wow. I'm literally talking, 25, 30 years. Like, it it's sort of bulletproof, that jumper. It's from BHS. That went into administration about 2 decades ago. It is honestly lasted, I mean, not centuries, but
Have you not got a backup jumper?
I have got one, yeah.
So have you,
I have got one, yeah.
what,
yeah.
you found the same...
It's not quite, but it's
Right.
a similar cut. It's a nicer fit. The good thing about that is it's about 2 sizes too big for me, but it is the same colour. But it is. But it's based on. I think it's partly indistinguishable from me sometimes because it's based on a school teacher. So I've been doing that voice. I've been just doing that since I was like 14, 15.
Yeah.
So it just feels like, well, I'll just do it. So it's not that removed from me. But she's a she. Like, so I'm sort of being her, even though I don't really go into all that.
Yeah.
But I do feel like I'm just sort of acting like she used to act at school.
So it's based on someone real.
Oh, yeah, it's absolutely based on truth. But yeah,
Does she know?
she sadly passed away in 2016. But no, she never knew. But she was an incredible teacher and an inspiration.
Right.
But I've never named her.
Did you go to school in Leeds?
I did at Abbey Grange.
Okay, all right. Did you do Mischief Night? Are you aware of
Yeah, on the 4th of November.
Thank you.
Yeah.
We're talking about
Is that a Leeds thing?
It's not a universal UK thing.
Yeah.
And it seems to be different in some places, but not in other
More
places.
northern, I think. It's a
Is
northern
it?
Northern England thing, I think. Yeah.
Cheekies up north.
Cheeky Northerners.
And we think Bob Mortimer did it the night before Halloween.
That's what he was saying. 'Cause He was on Sunday Brunch saying that. I'm sure he said that. Yeah.
Oh, can you just choose when it is?
I don't think so.
In Middlesbrough.
Tonight's tonight. We're going to throw eggs at people. Let's go.
Yeah, mischievous. And it used to be a bit of a thing, like, what are people going to do? Yeah, 4th of November.
Was it causing like proper trouble?
Well, it was a
was
bit
it just
like-
eggs,
I
or was
think
it
it's
kind
sort of low-key vandalism.
Really?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
just
we
crazy night?
were in a poor area, so people couldn't be afford to be wasting money on eggs
Right.
that you're going to throw at windows.
No, that's true.
You know, they could get a couple of meals out of that. So it was mainly knocking on doors and running away.
Where were you in Leeds, Chris?
I was in Temple Newsom,
Oh, yeah. East.
so Halton,
Yeah.
but just up from Halton Moor. But Mum made us call it Temple Newsom because she want people thinking we lived in Halton Moor.
Near Crossgates. Yeah?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I went to school. That's where I went to school.
Did you?
Opposite the Arndale Shopping Centre.
Yeah, I know. Well,
St. Teresa's.
Yeah. My Auntie Janice used to live down that neck of the woods.
So I remember Janice.
Yeah,
you probably
yeah.
were.
Janice and Les.
That's right.
Janice and Les.
Oh, it's lovely talking
It's
to you.
always nice.
Anyway,
It's
we should
always
start the interview.
Yeah. Go.
So you prepared for the run? Do you love it? Do you like
I
the routine of it?
absolutely adore it. It is honestly, I shouldn't undermine it. It is a dream come true to get to do a show in the West End. And Mr. Swallow I've done for years and years and years, but to kind of get to do a proper all singing, all dancing West End show with a cast and all the kind of gizmos and things that come with doing a show on a bigger stage like that is honestly a dream. Like I've loved that kind of stuff since I was a kid. So it is. I'm very excited and feel very privileged to get to do it.
And it's your baby.
It's absolutely my baby. And, I also adore Christmas, and like Christmas Carol is such a, classic for a reason. So it feels, it's such a fun one. I think the other thing was I really wanted to do an alternative comedy at Christmas because obviously it's panto and so on. And, not to say that this isn't a mainstream show or something, but it feels like it has got a bit more of an edge and it's slightly more alternative to your classic panto, but it's a proper kind of comedy extravaganza. But yeah, I do love it.
It starts in London at Soho Place on the 16th of November and it runs through to, as Nick said, on New Year's Eve on the 31st of December. Where do people get tickets if they want to?
A ChristmasCarol-ish.com.
There you go. ChristmasCarol-ish.com. A lovely little treat. If you're going to London, if you're going to be doing some shopping and you want to take in a show, why not go and see Nick?
Oh, it's ideal.
And then you can look at the jumper and you can nudge the person next to you and go, he's had that since he was at college.
I actually don't wear that jumper in the show, but I do wear that. I will wear that. Actually, I don't know when I'm going to wear that next, but yeah.
Keep us informed.
I will.
Please.
I will.
Before you go, and lovely to see you, thank you. And by the way, good luck for Christmas, because I guess Christmas Day is going to be your only day off.
We have Boxing Day and Christmas. We have Sundays off, and we have Boxing Day and Christmas Day off.
Oh, good.
Okay.
And that is it from next Saturday on.
Have you broke this news to the family yet?
Yeah, and they...
Or are you just going to pop out for milk every day?
Well, no, bless them. I mean, they are... My wife has been phenomenal. I mean, like, incredible. But, it's hopefully Don't think we'll be doing it again. We won't be doing it every Christmas.
Oh, you're doing your silly show again. Oh, you're getting the jumper out. You're doing your silly show. You got your voice. See you tomorrow. It's that kind of supportive, but just lets you crack on with it.
Yeah.
It's phenomenal, and they're all coming, which is great because the kids can see it. The older kids can see it, which is great. So that'd be nice.
So everybody go and see it at christmascarolish.com. Go and get tickets and go and see Nick and the show and have a lovely Christmas and have a wonderful time. Before you go,
yes.
I can never. We've met a few times.
Yeah.
I don't know you super well, and I think we have a lot in common, and then other things we may not be. But I'm somebody that I love. If I really get into something, I get into something, and I get fascinated with behind the scenes of it all, especially like TV and film.
Okay.
I once, with my friend Martin, we once did our own Shaun of the Dead location tour.
Oh wow!
Where we just went to find out where all the locations were.
That's pretty cool.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
Thank you. So, I just wanted to tell you this. Obviously, Ted Lasso is a huge show. You were in that.
Yep.
I'm watching it one night, and I'm looking at A Taste of Athens, which is the restaurant.
Yes.
And so I did a little Google search and realised that I'd been there for dinner.
Yeah.
To the actual real restaurant
in Notting Hill.
In Notting Hill. And then, weirdly, a friend of ours then texted me the next day and said, hey, do you want to go for Sunday lunch? We're going to book. And they booked the same place again. And I was so excited to be back. And because the first time I was there was before I'd seen the show. So I went back and I'm like, oh, it's weird because that's where the check-in desk is.
Yeah.
And then
that's a seat in the window where you want to sit.
Seat in the window.
Do you think people go there knowing about
there is
reference?
No references at all in the restaurant, nothing.
That's fascinating because everywhere in Richmond, like every single place in Richmond, if Ted Lasso walked past it in a sort of one little shot, it's got something in the window.
They've got a shop now.
Oh yeah, they have. I went into it actually.
Did you?
Well, yeah, because we used to live in Richmond,
right?
And so it is just like an old stomping ground, way before Ted Lasso. And so, and we were just because we've got friends there still, and we've moved now, but we were just walking down the alleyway, and there was a shop, and I did need to get like my dad a jumper thing for his birthday. So I was like, I should just go in. So I did go in, and it was quite mad, but it was like. Yeah, there's an official store there.
Did they recognise you?
They did, yeah.
Thank God.
Yeah.
Because that's a scenario where you really want to be recognised.
Well, yes and no. But
it's a Ted Lasso shop selling Ted Lasso merchandise, and you're in every episode of Ted Lasso. If you want to go, can I help you, mate?
There was one bit where outside the pub, I remember one time we were just coming back from the supermarket or something. We parked up on the green because we still had a parking permit for that bit, and
nice.
But we had moved from there, and there was some people taking their picture outside the pub.
Yeah.
And Becca was like, "Oh, go on, just go and just say, oh, do you want to have it?" And so I just sort of went up to them and I was like, "Oh, do you want me to take that picture for you?"
Yeah.
And they were like, "Yeah." And so I took it and I'm like, "Yeah, thanks." And they just walked. But I love that. But it's become an absolute mecca for Ted Lasso.
Did you get a discount in the shop?
They did give me a discount.
Good.
That's really nice of them.
So they should.
They gave me a 50% discount. It's really nice. But then I felt bad because it was a present. And then I was like...
Is there anything in the shop with your face on it?
I think there's I think they had sort of drawings of the characters.
Right.
Nothing like...
There's no bobbleheads of you or anything.
I've been sent a bobblehead, but I don't know if they sell the bobbleheads.
Right, okay.
But there are bobbleheads of all the characters, which is mad.
Well, anyway, the restaurant that is the real A Taste of Athens, literally nothing. And I made a Ted Lasso reference to the waiter, and I don't think he knew what I was talking about.
Is it a Greek restaurant? No, it's not a Greek restaurant.
No, it's Italian.
Right.
The pasta's very good.
Yeah, but
it's really good. Lovely to see you.
Lovely to see you. Thanks for having me on.
You are
Nigel.
anytime. A ChristmasCarolish.com. Go and get tickets to see Nick and his massively different to him character, Mr. Swallow, this Christmas.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, Nigel Mohammed.
The Chris Moyle Show.